From the dusty streets of Brazil to the greatest stadiums in the world, Edson Arantes do Nascimento, famously known as Pelé, became a name that transcended football and made him a global icon. This is the incredible biography of King of Soccer. Pelé was born on October 23, 1940, in the small town of Três Corações, Brazil. Pelé grew up in a humble family. His father, Dondinho, was a footballer whose career was cut short by injury. The family struggled financially, and Pelé had to help his mother by working various odd jobs as a child. Despite the challenges, Pelé's mother made sure he attended school, though his education was limited by the family's poverty. Football, however, became his true passion, and Pelé often skipped school to practice. His natural talent on the field became obvious even as he juggled his education and helping his family make ends meet. One evening, after watching Brazil lose the 1950 World Cup final, young Pelé saw his father cry for the first time. It was in that emotional moment that Pelé, only 9 years old, made a promise that would change football history forever. He looked into his father's tearful eyes and said, "Don't cry, Dad. I will win a World Cup for you." From that day on, the dream of lifting the World Cup burned in young Pelé's heart, driving him through every challenge he faced. At 16, Pelé debuted for Santos FC and scored in his very first game. By 17, he was already a top scorer, dominating the Brazilian football scene. His speed, dribbling, and incredible finishing abilities earned him widespread recognition. With Santos, Pelé won numerous titles, including the prestigious Copa Libertadores. His prolific goal scoring made him one of the most feared forwards in the world. Pelé's international career is where his legend truly soared. At just 17, in the 1958 FIFA World Cup in Sweden, he was the youngest player on the field but carried the weight of his promise to his father. With every goal, every dribble, Pelé inched closer to fulfilling his childhood vow. In the final, as he scored twice to lead Brazil to their first ever World Cup victory, Pelé thought of his father. As he lifted the trophy, his promise had been kept. Brazil had found its hero, and Pelé had found his place in football history. His father's dream, now realized, had become the dream of an entire nation. His performances were nothing short of extraordinary, as Brazil claimed their first ever World Cup title. Pelé would go on to lift the trophy 2 more times, in 1962 and again in 1970, solidifying Brazil's dominance in world football and earning himself the title of the King. Pelé's influence went far beyond just football. As an ambassador for the sport in Brazil, he used his platform to promote peace and bring attention to important social causes. His charm and humble demeanor made him beloved across the globe, and he earned a reputation as a true sportsman, both on and off the pitch. From shaking hands with presidents and royalty to being named a United Nations ambassador, Pelé's life outside of football made him a global figure of hope and inspiration. While Pelé's career on the pitch was legendary, his personal life was equally eventful. Pelé was married 3 times and had several children. His first marriage was to Rosemary dos Reis Cholbi in 1966, with whom he had 3 children, Keely, Jennifer, and Adinho. His son Adinho would later follow in his father's footsteps, becoming a professional goalkeeper. Despite the success of his family, Pelé's first marriage ended in 1982 after 16 years together. Pelé's second marriage came in 1994 when he wed psychologist and gospel singer Asiria Lemos. Together they had twins, Joshua and Celeste. This marriage lasted until 2008. In 2016, Pelé married businesswoman Marcia Aoki, marking his 3rd and final marriage. Throughout his life, Pelé remained close to his children and extended family, always making time for them amidst his busy career and public duties. After 18 years with Santos, Pelé made his final move to the New York Cosmos in 1975, bringing football to the forefront in the United States. His retirement in 1977 marked the end of an era, but his legacy was far from over. With over 1,200 career goals, 3 World Cup titles, and numerous accolades, Pelé remains one of the greatest footballers to ever grace the pitch. But beyond the numbers, his charisma, sportsmanship, and enduring impact on the game ensure that his legacy will live on forever. On December 29, 2022, the world bid farewell to Pelé at the age of 82. After a long battle with cancer, Pelé passed away in São Paulo, leaving behind not just a legacy of football brilliance, but a global impact that will be remembered for generations. As the world remembers Pelé, his legacy will continue to inspire future generations of athletes, dreamers, and fans. He will forever be remembered as the king of football. Pelé wasn't just a footballer, he was a phenomenon. The world will forever remember him as the king of football, a man who united millions through the beautiful game and fulfilled his childhood promise not just to his father, but to the entire football world. Thank you for watching the biography of Pelé. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share for more stories about the legends.